Have you ever met a man who's got everything going for him? Confidence, intelligence, independence, but still chooses to roll solo? That's not a flaw. That's intentional design. Why would a man who checks all the boxes choose to walk alone in a world obsessed with romance and constant companionship? Because he's wired differently. He's not avoiding relationships because he's shy or insecure. He's doing it because he values freedom, clarity, and purpose more than shallow emotional entanglements. This man lives life on his own terms. He doesn't seek approval. He doesn't chase validation. He's calm in chaos and mysterious in a world addicted to noise and attention. While others dive headfirst into the dating pool, craving attachment, he stands at the edge, watching, thinking, and choosing. And often, he walks away. This isn't a man who can't get into a relationship. He's a man who won't settle. That's the Sigma male. Today, Sigmas, we're unpacking the mindset of the modern lone wolf. Get ready as we explore the 7 powerful reasons why this man chooses solitude, and why that makes him stronger than ever. Let's break it down. Reason 1. He values his freedom above all else. Let's keep it real, Sigmas. Most people get into relationships and slowly disappear into someone else's world. Suddenly they're watching Netflix shows they didn't pick, going to dinners they didn't plan, and nodding through conversations they didn't want to have. But a Sigma, he's built differently. Freedom isn't just a preference, it's a non-negotiable. The Sigma male thrives in solitude. And we're not talking about loneliness. We're talking about intentional isolation. Psychologists have found that solitude boosts creativity, deepens focus, and enhances self-awareness. That quiet time, it's his sanctuary. It's where he reflects, builds, creates, and makes moves. He doesn't avoid relationships out of fear. He avoids losing himself in them. Relationships often come with compromise, but for a Sigma, compromise can feel like a cage. He's not anti-love, he just won't trade independence for affection. He knows his worth, and he's not afraid to walk alone if it means keeping his peace. The takeaway? A Sigma's solitude isn't a void. It's a power source. It's where he recharges and resets. Freedom is his fuel. And once you get a taste of that kind of self-possession, anything that threatens it feels like a trap. And that, right there, is why Sigma males stand out. Reason 2. He's not impressed by surface-level attractions. While others chase looks, trends, and fleeting sparks, Sigma males are scanning for something far more meaningful, substance. You see, Sigma males are wired differently. According to psychologists, Sigma males rank high in traits like introspection, independence, and emotional intelligence. This makes them incredibly perceptive. That fake laugh across the room, the overfiltered Instagram life, that "I'm not like other girls" speech delivered for the 10th time. He's already decoded it and moved on. Sigmas aren't here for the show. They crave meaningful conversations, raw authenticity, and real emotional depth. They don't care about surface-level attraction. They're seeking a soul-level connection. Pretending to be someone you're not? That's the fastest way to get ghosted. And here's the inspiration. Stop chasing validation. Stop performing. A Sigma doesn't chase applause or attention. He effortlessly, by staying true to himself. His energy draws people in without trying. Reason 3. He's purpose-driven, not approval-driven. Here's a Sigma truth bomb you need to hear. While others chase love to feel validated, Sigma males are busy building empires. They don't seek approval, they seek achievement. The Sigma male is deeply focused on self-mastery. He spends his time refining his skills, perfecting his craft, and strategizing for the future. He's not loud about his hustle. He moves in silence, letting his results do the talking. While society glorifies relationships as the ultimate goal, the Sigma understands that true fulfillment comes from purpose. It's not that he's against love, he's just not willing to sacrifice his destiny for temporary comfort. Studies in psychology show that people who prioritize long-term goals and personal growth tend to have higher life satisfaction. Sigmas live by that. They know attention is fleeting, but impact is forever. Chasing your purpose will never leave you empty. It feeds your soul, strengthens your identity, and sharpens your discipline. Chasing people, on the other hand, might drain you, distract you, and detour you from your calling. Reason 4. He's wary of emotional drain. Let's not sugarcoat it. Relationships can be emotionally expensive. Drama, overthinking, guilt trips, and emotional manipulation. Sigma males see that storm from miles away, and guess what? They don't volunteer to drown. A Sigma male guards his peace like a lion defends its territory. That's not just poetic, it's survival. Studies in psychology suggest that chronic exposure to emotional stress can lead to burnout, anxiety, and even weakened immune function. That's why Sigmas avoid unnecessary emotional entanglements. It's not about being cold, it's about being clear. They understand that peace of mind is priceless. Emotional drama isn't stimulating, it's draining. And when you're someone who values independence, solitude, and purpose, you simply don't have time for chaos disguised as love. So unless you bring harmony, intelligence, and emotional maturity to the table, the Sigma male will respectfully, sometimes silently, walk away. Quick laugh. Some people say, "I can't live without you." A Sigma says, "I can and I will." That's not arrogance, that's clarity. Relationships should elevate, not suffocate. For Sigmas, it's not about finding someone to complete them. It's about connecting with someone who respects their completeness. No chaos, no control games, just peace, purpose, and authenticity. That's the Sigma standard. Reason 5. He doesn't settle for less than alignment. A Sigma male isn't out here building castles with people who dream of huts. That's not arrogance, it's alignment. Sigma males are wired differently. They seek depth, not just chemistry. Their relationships are strategic, not just romantic. If someone's mindset is rooted in survival while he's thinking legacy, the connection simply won't last. This man values alignment over attachment. He's looking for shared values, ambition, and a growth-oriented mindset. Studies in psychology show that individuals who align in core values and long-term goals tend to build stronger, more resilient relationships. The Sigma male applies this truth with precision. If the connection isn't fueling his growth, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally, he disconnects. He's not desperate for love. He's hungry for evolution. He views relationships as partnerships that should elevate both people. Anything less is a distraction. That's why he's not afraid of being single. He's afraid of becoming stagnant. Being single means freedom to grow. Stagnation, on the other hand, is the enemy of the Sigma mindset. For him, it's not about having someone. It's about building with someone who, and if that person isn't aligned with his path, purpose, and potential, it's a firm no. Reason. 6. He enjoys his own company. Some people panic at the thought of being alone. They constantly need noise, validation, or the presence of others to feel okay. But not the Sigma male. Solitude isn't a punishment for him. It's a sanctuary. The Sigma thrives in his own energy. He's not sitting in a room bored or waiting for company. He's reading to sharpen his mind, meditating to strengthen his spirit, hiking to reconnect with nature, or simply creating something meaningful. His time alone is intentional and powerful. Studies in psychology even show that people who are comfortable in solitude often have higher emotional intelligence and greater creativity. He's not hiding from the world, he's building his world. That's why he walks back into society with a clear mind, bold ideas, and unshakable focus. Solitude becomes his training ground for mental clarity, self-awareness, and resilience. And here's the kicker. When you genuinely enjoy your own company, no one can use loneliness to manipulate you. That's why mastering solitude is a Sigma male's hidden superpower. He doesn't chase attention. He attracts it by being centered, mysterious, and unbothered. In a world addicted to noise, the Sigma male finds his edge in silence. Reason 7. He knows the difference between lust and love. A Sigma male isn't chasing temporary thrills. He's chasing timeless connection. While the world may be swiping right for a quick dopamine hit or jumping into surface-level relationships to avoid loneliness, the Sigma sees through the illusion. He knows the difference between a momentary high and a meaningful home. That's because Sigmas are wired differently. Studies in psychology suggest that introverted, independent personalities often seek depth over excitement. They value authenticity, substance, and emotional intelligence over shallow attraction. He's not interested in dating trends or fast flings. He's not looking to be entertained, he's looking to be understood. If a connection isn't rare, real, and rooted in growth, he's content being alone. Why? Because for a Sigma, solitude is never empty, it's empowering. Sigmas are drawn to women with integrity, intellect, and intention. They admire honesty, deep thought, and purposeful action. These traits signal a partner who's not only emotionally mature, but also on a journey of self-mastery, just like him. Bottom line, a Sigma doesn't fall in love with fantasy. He falls for character. He doesn't chase sparks. He seeks a flame that lasts. And that's what makes him rare in a world addicted to temporary highs. Sigmas, here's the core message. You're not single because you're broken, unlovable, or too picky. You're single because your standards are sacred. This world often mistakes solitude for sadness, but in truth, solitude is where strength is forged. While others are busy filling their calendars, you're filling your soul. And guess what? When the right person shows up, aligned, aware, and authentic, you'll welcome them. Not because you need them, but because they complement the world you've already built. Sigmas, if this video sparked something in you, if it reminded you of your power, your path, and your peace, then make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and join this community of lone wolves who move with purpose. Remember, you're not walking alone. You're walking in alignment. Having said this,